welcome to one of the last bonus modules. You'll be talking about harmony today. Now this is really fun. I've talked a lot about chords in the theory module. If you haven't watched that yet, I would highly suggest going back to look at that because harmony is all based on chords. And that's what makes up a song. You'll be in a specific key, which remember is the notes that make up that song, say 8 notes for a major or a minor key. And you'll be trying to sing along, right? Now, a lot of times you sing the melody, which is the main part of the song. Now, it's really fun if you get a chance to sing with other people to start harmonizing. Now, a lot of people come to me and say, oh my goodness, I don't even know where to start with that. They start to feel overwhelmed. It's a scary thing at first. And you're so used to hearing yourself. It's sometimes hard when you're singing a different part and someone else is singing a different thing to just focus on your part. So here's what I would suggest. I'm going to give you some tips and ways to do different things about harmonizing. But first things first, when you start harmonizing, my biggest tip to you is to start listening to different songs on the radio or on your iPod that you sing to and start listening for the harmony part and start singing the harmony part with those people. The more you start doing that, the more you'll start to train your ear to be doing that and getting used to singing a different part while someone else is singing a different part here. It's really interesting. But I want to give you a few little tips to dive down even deeper. Now, like I said in the theory one, so many songs are based off of chords, all right? You have a few basic chords, 1, 2, 4, that are going to be in the song that make up the melodies. Now, I want to show you this firsthand because I think this is really important. So say you're doing a song in the key of G. I'm sorry, in the key of C. You're going to the melody would probably start on a C. And then you're going to have this first chord happening. When you first hear the song start out, that's probably what you will hear. Now, here's what's important. A lot of times when you're singing harmony, say the melody note is this one, it's based off of the chord. So the harmony that you would sing would either be the 3, if you remember how we went 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5, right? So if this is the melody, a harmony is either the 3 or the 5 a lot of times. Now, sometimes you have a moving tone where you'll sing this for a little bit or this, but a lot of times you'll hear dissonance if that's the main part that you're singing. Say you're singing that with somebody. See, you hear that dissonance? So when you go back to the resolve in that chord, hear how that sounds beautiful together? It just makes this beautiful situation. So what I would like us to do first is to just practice. Try singing the 1, 1. Now I'm going to play the 1. I want you to practice singing 3, 3. Yeah, sing that 3. See how it's a little tricky? You start hearing this 1 sometimes and you want to go back to it. But make sure you're singing 3. Now try singing 5. Here those other 2 notes are happening, but you're singing that 5. Hear how that works? Now, here's what I would like us to do next. I'm going to play the melody. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. If you'd like to sing that for a second, you can. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. But here's what I'm going to have you do, some basics of harmony. You're going to play the 3rd above it. Now, a lot of times people either hear, their ear goes more to hearing the 3rd or the 5th, depending on the song. Now, mind you, these can be moved all around, but I'm just giving you, this is called the root position, where it's built up like that, 1, 3, 5, to make it really easy to see, okay? Now, sometimes you could put a C up here, you could go all these different ways. It's like having a clay pot, where you have the same amount of clay, but you can just move it into different shapes. It's still the same clay though, which is the same thing. This is the same chord. You can put a C high above instead of right here. You can put an E somewhere else, but for the most part, you will have the same notes of the chord. It will still be a C chord. So to keep things simple, we're just gonna play root position like you see right here. Now what I'm gonna have you play or sing in this part is 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Do you see why I'm doing that? Because this is the 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Let's sing it one more time. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. So I want you just to get used to moving a melody line while someone is doing something else. So I'm going to play this bottom part, but I want you to sing the 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. Let's do that again for me. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3. let's go and see if you can sing the 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Well, I play the higher part. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Sing that again. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Sing that for me. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Now check yourself. How was it? Was it hard? Were you getting confused? Were you switching back and hearing the melody or going back to the harmony? Possibly, and that's okay. Honestly, it happens. You're just learning to be patient with yourself, be patient with the process. We're gonna try one other fun one, and then we'll give you a chance to listen to your songs on the radio and practice that. This is just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, just like we've been singing, you just go up and right back down. Now, I'm going to play something else. I want you to see if you can stick on that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Try it one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now I was playing a harmony. Now if you want to get crazy, you can sing the higher part. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Again, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let me play that for you. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. These are all thirds to keep it nice and simple. If you want to be practicing fifths, we'll do that in 1 second. Ready? So I'm going to play this other part and you can sing the high one. Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now if you'd like to try singing a 5, I'm going to play the 1 and you can sing 5. Ready? 5. One more time. 5. Now you try and sing that. I'm going to sing 1. You sing 5. Here we go. 1. Did you keep that note? Try it again. 1. That's your note. Keep practicing it. It is exciting. It's tricky, but it can be exciting so much. So that's the basics of harmonizing for you. Listen to a song, hear those different parts, and you'll notice more and more you train your ear to pick out those parts and you go to them, and then before you know it, you'll be harmonizing in no time. Enjoy the process.